is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis, I'm going. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. Today I just wanted to talk about Jamal Murray a little bit, a guy that was a lottery pick, top 10 pick in the NBA draft, the guy that took Moody's spot as a starting and future point guard of the Denver Nuggets and actually ended up getting an extension to the point where he is now possibly there long term. And he has been the perfect complementary player to Jokic, a guy that can handle the ball a little bit, play make when need be. Not the greatest passer, not the greatest scorer, but he makes it work and he can get hot. His jump shot is the future of his career. The better he shoots, the shot from the perimeter, the better he mastered that jump shot, the better his ceiling will be. And that's the crazy part about Jamal Murray is that at the end of the day, if this guy can shoot more consistently and shoot better off the dribble, this guy can easily be a 20, 25-point scorer in the NBA if he can just be a better scorer. And at the same time, if he can improve as a playmaker and passer and decision maker, he can really be a force in the NBA, which I have to give him credit for because this guy can flat out play when he's healthy and he's ready to go and he's locked in. He's a guy that can really help his team take the next level. Like I always say, nobody really take Denver Nuggets as a serious threat to win the NBA championship, even though the last 2 years they have had a top 3 record in the Western Conference, which is impressive considering that they're a young team still developing, still growing. And for them to already be close to making the Western Conference Finals, and they don't really have a second legitimate star in Denver, you have to give a lot of credit to Mike Malone and the coaching staff for finding ways to get this team to play good enough defense and finding ways to steal and eke out games throughout the NBA season and in the playoffs. So I know they're disappointed because they really wanted to play this year. They really wanted to see how good they can go in the playoffs, and we might not even get a playoffs. We might not even get a regular season at this point. And a young team that's hungry and really want to prove something is nothing better than playing in the playoffs, to be honest. And for them not to have the opportunity to finish the regular season, and not only that, they don't have the opportunity to really go out there and compete and continue to develop and push themselves and find ways to get better, find ways to stay hungry so that way they can get to the top of the mountain and win a title. Denver Nuggets really have to use a lot of Jamal Murray. If they're not going to use Michael Porter Jr. right away and they're going to bring him along slowly like they did, we have to see Jamal Murray play more consistent basketball on the offensive end. And I thought that he would have figured it out by now. He hasn't had a substantial increase in points the last 2 years. He's been slowly being steady, but he hasn't had that big jump that we thought that he might have as a player to become an all-star caliber player in the Western Conference. And if he can do that, this team can be known as a legitimate contender for the NBA championship just because they need a little bit more scoring and a guy that can really put it on them when Jokic isn't going, or to take some attention from Jokic. And he's a guy that's a point guard, so he gets more chances to do things because he always has the ball in the hand. He touches the ball every possession, and that's important to an NBA team, and that's why he has been the guy that they was willing to commit to and really pay the max contract to, just because they see what Jamal Murray is doing right now. They see how he fits in the offense. They see how he fits through the scheme of this team, and they feel like at the end of the day that Jamal Murray can do something spectacular for them in the future. And I think that that's the thing that's the most important, is at the end of the day seeing the level that he can hit with his ability to score and his ability to be a guy that can really kill you from the outside, while also being a guy that can play well with Jokic in the inside and in the pick and roll. and pick apart the defense and really put a lot of pressure on them with his ability to pull up at any moment, any time, and make a big shot. So it's important that Jamal Murray continues to develop. It's important for him to be, of course, above average scorer and then average over 20 points on decent efficiency, while also remembering that he has to keep his teammates involved and he has to continue to find ways to make their job easier, and he has to continue to find ways to make them hit the next level to where they need to be at. So to me, I'm not saying nothing new. I'm not saying nothing crazy. I'm not demanding him to be a 30-point scorer, but he does have to next season or in the playoffs. He really needs to take another step for this Denver team to become a whole lot better and be more of a threat, a legitimate contender in the Western Conference. And he hasn't done that just yet. And the Denver Nuggets have been fine. But just imagine if Jamal Murray takes that next step to superstardom or even at an all-star level. And if that's the case, at the end of the day, Denver can be very, very scary as they continue to get healthier, as they continue to mold and fix this roster and figure out what they're going to do with it. You can really see a chance of Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets possibly having a chance of being one of the biggest threats for a title contention in the next 3 to 5 years. But if they continue to stay good enough, they're never going to be a legitimate championship team now or in the future. And Jokic cannot do it all by himself. He's going to need somebody that's going to have his back. He's going to need somebody that can really take some pressure and help make his job a lot easier. And at the end of the day, Gary Harris hasn't had the best season since he's been banged up. Paul Millsap don't look like he's going to be around for the future, and this might be his last season there. And Michael Porter Jr. has some things to pan out and fix for before he takes that next leap and become that scorer and that player that we think he can be, and really change the dynamic and how this team is operated and how this team is played to another level, or at least to a level that they can, hit and really become that championship team that you try to build with a young core. They drafted pretty well, they develop pretty well, and they do trust and give their young guys opportunities to play and have an impact on the game. But one thing I will say is that at the end of the day, they still just don't have that much enough. And once they start locking these guys into long-term contracts, then they're going to be stuck. And even though their nucleus is young and they do have potential to do something special the next couple years, it's not a guarantee. And your championship window can close pretty quick. You might think that you're just right there, but if you never get over the hump, or you never make that move, or you never get good enough, somebody can leave, somebody can get injured, or teams around you just get better and they take your spot, or you never have a legitimate chance of winning a title each and every year, which defeats the whole purpose of rebuilding. You're rebuilding to have a team that can really compete now and most importantly in the future for many years and be in that championship conversation each and every year. And the Denver Nuggets have the opportunity to do it, and that's what's going to make this journey more exciting and more something to look forward to, just because we know how good they are now, but we also have high expectations for them in the future as their guys continue to develop. But other than that, I like Jamal Murray. I like how he's been playing the last couple of weeks before the season ended. It just he always have these cold and hot streaks, and he needs to be more consistent. He needs to be more effective, and he just needs to be more smarter about the shots he take and how to find his shot and when to take shots. Because at the end of the day, he doesn't have to force up things and do as much as he thinks, just because he has a lot of talent around him and he has a lot of help. But not only that, when he does get the easy opportunities, those are the shots that he needs to knock down consistently, just because it can really punish defenses and teams for leaving him open or allowing him to make a play for his teammates, which can really help them score a lot more effectively and efficiently. But it also can help Jamal Murray be more of a threat off the ball and on the ball, just because the pressure and his ability to really outthink the opponent in the future can really open up things for his teammates and himself, making his job a lot easier, but also making his teammates around him a lot better. And that's what you want to do as a point guard, as uh, um, floor general out there. and he's still trying to figure that out. I don't think Jamal Murray will ever be a great defender, but at least if he can take his offense to another level, he can make up for that possibly in the future, because this team is only going to be so good defensively. But if they can be elite and dominant offensively, it can make up for a little bit more of their slack defensively, and you get less transition if you're making more shots and not turning the ball over. And that helps you offensively and defensively too. And that's something they should continue to develop and consider if they want to win a title with Jokic and Murray as their main core, just because both of them are not the most athletic and the greatest rim defenders at their position, but they also are not finished products. So we're going to see where they go. But let me know what you guys think about Jamal Murray. Can he be an all-star in this league? Can he help this Denver Nuggets team win a championship? Should he get better, or do you think he is what he is? He's not going to get that much better. Do you think he's overrated? Do you think he's overpaid? Or do you think that, yeah, they gave him a contract, but he got a couple more years to show that he deserves it, and he is a great piece for them right now. He's a great pillar for them right now. But can he really become that beam, that person that can really help Jokic out and get this thing started and really make them a legitimate championship contender as good as next year or this year? Because, like I said, your ceiling is not guaranteed to be as long as you think, which is unfortunate. But ain't much shit I can say too. It's just a part of the game of basketball. You try to win as many titles as you can, and sometimes people go away. Sometimes people get injured. Sometimes people just don't want to be on the team no more. And we seen that with Kawhi Leonard with the Spurs after they went to the Western Conference Finals. We see that with James Harden. We done seen that with so many people in the league, that hopefully they can capitalize on their young talent and eventually cash in and at least win one title for Denver, which would be special. But until then, we have to be optimistic and we have to worry about if they can get it done. Because other than that, they're just going to be a good team with good talent that never got over the hump. And that's not what you want to see. But Jamal Murray is going to be a big part of that success. But other than that, check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Become a member. Like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that likes on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that liked the video already. And if you haven't liked the video, like it for me. Also, subscribe and become part of the family, as I do make NBA videos each and every day. I cover the draft, free agency, trade deadline, season previews. Also, every single day, I also break down players and game footage for guys that's interested in that. So if you like this video, check out my older videos. And if you like my older videos and you like this video, subscribe. Other than that, like I said in the beginning of the video, buy merchandise for my spread shirt. There you have different type of merchandise all over the site, and you can pick whatever you want to support the movement. And other than that, you can also buy t-shirts from my Facebook page. You can check out my Facebook page. I got a lot of t-shirts on display. You can change the color of the t-shirt. You can change the color of the logo, and I can get it shipped out to you if you message me. But other than that, let me know what you guys think about Murray. Let me know what you guys think about the Nuggets, and let me know what you guys really personally feel that they can do in the future. Can they really win the title? We don't know, but all we can do is wait, watch, and see. I'm gone.